world's falling apart because people are mad at their parents. The end. Bye. Rebellion begins at home. Defiance. Seeds from corruption, a desire. I just want to do what I want to do. You know, being a free country and all that. There's so many illusions that are collapsing right now. Like when I was a kid, I thought everybody like was a Christian, you know, like everybody falls in line and they do good, and that's just a funny little show, no different than the Muppet Show. How they set up the lights in the song. I like that song. It's da 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 da. It's time to get things started on the inspirational. How do the words go? I've heard this song since my whole life, and I don't even know how the words go. Let's see. I'll just say the words, I won't sing it. I grew up around theatrics. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight. It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to raise the curtain on the Muppet Show tonight. We always come here. I guess I'll never know. It's kind of like a torture to have to watch the show. Oh my God, I love the Muppets. Because they were curt, you know, they didn't cut to the chase very much. Well, we're living in the Muppet Show. Civilizations are shows. They're channels. Their frequency of what people are willing to go along with. When I was a kid, there's shows I'd watch, they'd make me so uncomfortable, I'd have to turn the channel or I'd have to leave the room if other people were watching the show. I couldn't hang with it. Like when Urkel was up to his Urkel, like when people do things and then they get in trouble and you know they're going to get caught, like, I hate all that. Turn the channel, then no one will ever get in trouble. I gotta listen to some music. Hold on a second. Time out. So there's just an eclipse last night. It was bright. I could see this moonlight coming through the windows. I didn't look at it though. I saw it this morning. I saw a sliver of the moon and I took a picture of it through the clouds. Pisces moon. I have Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter in Pisces, so I'm just all, I feel like watery. I don't have Earth in my chart anyway, so it's hard for me to stay grounded on this Earth. For a long time, I cooperated. Look, they gave me outfits. When you sign up when you join clubs, you get perks and bonuses and rewards. I didn't get a lot. I only had 3 stripes. But look, dude, this uniform is, I've been out 20 years and my shit's still creased. It's not glue. I didn't do the fishing line thing and then glue it. It's not cheater stuff. It's real. Then they give you, this says 55th Maintenance Squadron, and there's my name. It's not my name. It's just a name that the white man gave me. It's he sick. It's she a little mixed up and sick. I'm mixed up and because I'm not like, sick is such a suggestive word. Like I'm not as healthy as I could be, and I'm not dead. People call me crazy. I'm like, I ain't never put my hands on nobody because it makes me feel good, and to me, that's what crazy people do. They hurt people to get some kind of a sensation inside to make them. It's like a drug. Bullying is like a drug. I don't like drugs. I've taken drugs. One time I did drugs. I was up for 6 days and nights, and I was having conversation with people that weren't there. I said, why do people do this to themselves? Then they gave me this patch, and then I got this patch. This is the patch that people are like, what? How'd you get one of those? Because they think I'm dumb. Well, I'm smart enough to fool them. Here's another. I have this out. The only reason I have this out is Mom got a haircut yesterday and I couldn't find her schmuck. So I put this on her. So this one right there. That one says Air Combat. No, that's the one that says Videmus Omnia. This is the one that says Videmus Omnia. I still have one. Do you know what Videmus Omnia means? Oh my God, I still have one. This is a secret they would love the world to bury. This is like proof of what I say, what I've come to find out about how we lived in a contrived reality. It's because of this patch. I'm so tripping out right now. I gotta calm down. Calm down. To me, this is huge. Because when you look up Videmus Omnia, like that's on this patch right here, this is the patch I wore when I said, I'm going to defend this country. This country's a liar. Videmus Omnia. It's Latin. I'll tell you what it means right now. There's two of them I get mixed up, so I don't want to get these mixed up. Videmus Omnia. Videmus Omnia is a Latin phrase meaning we see all things. I was at Offutt Air Force Base, Omaha, Nebraska, Bellevue, Nebraska, south of Omaha. I've been on the Looking Glass plane. It's the same thing that it's all connected. All their little tactics that they want to tune into what makes people scared, and then they instill fear so the whole massive population is controlled. And I've seen it from the inside, and I tell people the truth about it. My brother is a part of the program. He has no allegiance to his family, me and Mom. He's part of the program. So it's like, I see how in history they talk about brother against brother, family against family. It's the people that allow themselves to be controlled by principalities and outside forces that make them neglect and withhold aid resources that their community, own people in their own communities suffer. There's hell to pay. And people haven't lived from their heart like they're supposed to. And now there's hell to pay. The earth is paying back all of the help it didn't put out. People are going to receive what they didn't put out. Videmus Omnia, it's a Latin phrase meaning we see all, which serves as both the motto for the U.S. Air Force, because they eavesdrop on everybody. The mission in which I supported, they flew around the United States and they just listened to people's conversations, and then they designated who was the threat to America. I'm understanding that they're trying to still, 25 years later, blame a man in a cave for 911 when it was a controlled demolition. We did it to ourselves. And the fact that people still believe in this narrative, this false narrative, is just insane to me. That is what is insane, for profit. The military is about golf men that like to golf. The whole military, the best courses in the world are in congruence to military installation, because men that deem themselves of significance, importance, have nothing better to do than hit a little ball into a hole. I've seen it my whole life. They would fly out from Offutt Air Force. I grew up poor. We didn't have food to eat. My brother resents us still because Mom didn't provide when the system was designed to fail, when my father didn't provide. You know, like, why you gotta beat up on Mom? Mom was born with 2 broke feet. She did the best she could. She tried to teach you how to live from your heart. You just live from that ego, so enjoy that. Videmus. So they've been eavesdropping on people the whole time. Just listening. They're against our agenda, put them in jail. It's always been like that. People don't even comprehend how little they have compared to all those that just go around and do whatever they want to do whenever they feel like it, because there's a lot of those people. There was one point before I became a stay-at-home daughter, I would just look on the internet at concerts I want to go to, music festivals, and then I decided that it's crowds that are annoying, that all the traveling to get there, that isn't fun. And I wasn't like, unless I get my own pilot's license, which I probably would never do. So I'm really excited that I found my patch on my shirt because Mom got a haircut. So this is proof. This is evidence. I've been putting this story together for a long time. Videmus Omnia. I have one right there. I can't believe it. I'm freaking floored. I've been looking for this for a long time, and it was right under my nose. So, Videmus Omnia, we see all. And they see what mundane don't understand is that they have instruments, okay? Like, you're on a phone. Did you ever see that movie? What was that movie? Frequency or something with Dennis Quaid? It like somebody died and he would go talk to the person that died on the radio. Because frequency don't know the difference. Like when you're asleep and you're having dreams, that is just your consciousness focused in a different place, in like a different dimension, in a different timeline. While your soul is rejuvenating over yonder. Everything's woo-woo, they just pretend like it's not. And then there's folks that are so singularly focused that they only see a little piece of the puzzle and they just chip away on that. When there's such a larger, grander, broader scope, there's a lot of pieces of the puzzle that come in things that you don't like. That's why I know that like all the spiritual giants I've been watching for 10 years that are going off to their shaman studies and stuff like that, that they don't look at stuff they don't like. And that's where you learn. That's where the growth is, and the pain and suffering of listening to things that you don't like to listen to. That's where the growth comes. If I can sit here and listen to something that I don't agree with, just to get a different point of view, just to know that that different point of view out there exists, then that helps me grow. But people don't do that. They just avoid all the stuff that they find annoying and look at all the perspectives they're not getting to elaborate on. Because every person I come across, I just look at them as a dot on a clock. And they're born at a time, and all the planets and stars were lined up at this time that they started this life. And then at the point in which they were born, they hold this energy, and then they carry this energy in their soul sac through life, and then they respond to life with how they were born. But they're supposed to evolve past that energy of birth. You're supposed to find out I'm supposed to find out what my character defects are. If I get why astrologers look at my chart and say I don't want to have nothing to do with this bitch. I get it. I completely wholeheartedly understand. That just tells me that they don't believe in rising above their astrology, so they live as their astrology. So if they're not flexible and mutable, then they're not going to allow me to be comfortable in my mutable energy either. So I'm just going to bid them good farewell to thee. I'm so stoked. I'm going to be putting this picture of my patch all over the place. Videmus Omnia. Controlling reality based on people's internal fears. That's what they've been doing. I'm a prime number, if that's what you mean. I'm a prime number. I don't get divided by other people. I try to join groups and then help the group be the best it can be. And then they're like, no, we want to do weird stuff in the back room. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that stuff. I'm out. That's why I quit the military. And I found my old shirt. And this patch is what I'm super excited about. Videmus Omnia. Go read what that means and then you tell me if the government is your friend. Videmus Omnia. It's Latin. Because they're tricksters, those funny little playmakers. Hey Tanya, look what I found. Go look that up. Videmus Omnia. I thought I lost this patch forever, and I gave Mom a haircut last night, and I couldn't find her schmuck to keep the hair off her, so I saw this. I said, here, Mom. I said, you can wear my shirt. Videmus Omnia. I'll write it in the, I'll spell it out real slow. B-I-D-E, so it's Videmus, B-I-D-E, like vibe with backwards. Videmus Omnia. Yeah, I get it's backwards. That Videmusomnia. Oh yeah, I forgot. It says, which serves as both the motto for the United States Air Force 55th Wing and the name of an independent New Yorker city-based avant-garde fashion. Yeah, we see everything because they look at everything. They look in your houses. They want to see who knows things without seeing, and then we don't get to do nothing fun. Oh, did you just hear how it said, this is how I like. Okay, so Videmus Omnia, I have my patch here. People are like, you're not real. I'm like, you're fake. That's why you think I'm a fake. Because I know what real is. So there's Videmus Omnia, and then on the other pocket, I have these two. This one says Air Combat Command. See, I never counted all the feathers. I bet you there's 33 feathers. I just have a sneaky suspicion there is. So Air Combat Command, and then under that, there's one more. There's one more. There's this one. There's this one that says 55th Maintenance Squadron. Now this is the thing that's kind of interesting. Out of the 55th Maintenance Squadron, there's 1,800 airmen. And then they have their little funny little bullet system on how they rank people, and they write their little write-ups, and then they give people awards. So, I masked so good in the military that they gave me this. They gave me this out of 1,800 airmen. I got this. And then I started figuring out, like, they don't care who the airmen, who gets the awards. They just want to give business to the local. It's about stimulating the economy. That's what because I'm a troubleshooting master of the universe. I can feel what part of a car is braking by touching the gas pedal. I'm a freak of nature like that. Like, I do it. It's like I know what's wrong with systems, computer systems. I'm like, I know where the discrepancy. I know where the virus is. I'm like antivirus on planet Earth. As a mechanic, I was okay. I'm not a good mechanic because I break things, because I don't have earth. So anything that has a breaking point, it breaks past me. It breaks past me. There. I think I did it. Okay, there you go, Tanya. I keep forgetting to the wrench thing. I just did it. So, the USAF 55th Wing, Videmus Omnia, is the official motto of the 55th Wing, stationed at Offutt Air Force Base, Nebraska, reflecting its core mission of intelligence, reconnaissance, and information warfare. But their reconnaissance they gather is on us. Is on us, their own people. See, when people think that when people have parent issues and they're mad at their mom and their dad and they never get over it, that quickly puts a them and an us. That divides in their mind. There's you against the world. I have this. That's why I'm trying so hard to build a community so I can prove myself wrong, that the world isn't in absolutes. I've been trying to do it my whole life. Like, I give away stickers because it's a balance thing, and I'm looking for the people that are like, oh, you want to trade? Those are the people that I want to work with. People that just take, they're running the government. They're going to take from people that deserve and need, so that they can live these weird little creature comforts, because they're gods and they create their reality, and they're going to create it in a way that they stack the deck so it always favors them, because they're loose suckers. They're sucking the life out of people. The best thing you can do to combat World War III as a spiritual war is to go out and smile, and better yet, put a smile on somebody else's face. Put a smile, bring joy into this world, and then there's less suffering. They want people to suffer so they can monitor it, and then they can profit on people being miserable, because more people are upset and miserable, more ice cream sales go up, more people are shooting people, more people are acting out, then they go to jail, and then they get caught up in a system. Nobody's rehabilitated. Justice isn't served. Think about how much justice hasn't happened since we've been dropping bombs the whole time America has had under wraps its nefarious acts. And now we're coming on 25 years of bullshit that people are just buying into and waving their little American flag and popping off their fireworks going, we're a free country, while more and more people aren't free to go anywhere because they can't afford gas. They can't afford gas and feed their kids. Now they have, the back to school drive, that whole loop that you get people. The whole education system is just like, what? You let your kids, strangers raise your kids. That's weird. Then you wonder why they don't know how to deal with other people. Ooh, did I break it all the way? Was that it? Nope, it held up. It's probably not even made in America. So yeah, did I deserve the award? I don't even know. When they read off, I would love to go back and get the record of all of the biographies that they read about me. Airman Hessig, blah blah blah. This airman did exemplary, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. This person was so stellar. We think so much of this individual. And then fast forward 25 years, I can't get food stamps for my mom in the town that I live. So, it just falls short. I don't like when people are complimentary, because I know there's always going to be something I'm going to say that they're going to be so pissed at me. every good thing they ever thought they're gonna take back anyway. So let's just hold that. That I'm gonna make somebody. I'm gonna make you mad. Because people make me mad. They don't even know why. I at least try to explain why. So September 2nd, my little Tucker went to heaven. It's been a year. But they're never gone because he's always in my heart. I want to make. I got all these old T-shirts that are falling apart that I don't. I want to take out of service and make like a quilt out of them and stuff. But I like embroidery because it's tactilely. Calms me down. I have yet to freaking bite the end off anybody's nose. I've never done that. I've never ripped off anybody's ear. And you'd be surprised how little pressure it takes. And I've been in a lot of positions where I coulda, just to defend myself. But I have this little voice in me that always just says, kick him in the nuts instead. Because freaking people are violent. They have demons, and then they let their demons act out. Just like we're supposed to answer prayers to other people. But they're having fun too. But behaving is such a subjective thing. Everything is such a subjective thing. I don't like when people get loud and unruly and they can't control themselves. That is when I'm like, whoa, they can't. Like, they're drank so much they're falling down. I've been that drunk. I've been that person. I've lost relationships because people don't like to see what happens when old Marge lets go. That's why I have to control myself. Because when I don't control myself, I the most don't control myself. And people think it's all fun and games until I lose control. The society doesn't, well, they want people like me to lose control because it's very profitable. Lawyers get paid, police get paid. A lot of people get direct deposit when people like me lose control. That's why Mom taught me when I was a kid that if you like your freedom, that I need to contain my emotions within my own soul sac, within my body, within me, and don't let my emotions out there because people will take advantage of your emotions and get you in trouble because of your feelings. And my feelings are big. They're everywhere. They're huge. They're colossal. So how am I going to keep it all in me? So I would do things like ride my bike. When I'd start getting like destructive, like I'd start playing with stuff and then Mom would be like, well, she might break that. You know, like go out and ride your bike. Use your energy useful. Use your mind process and go build something. And then so we'd go to the library and I'd get books on how to like make things like go-karts. Stuff like that, you know, how to build traps in the woods, how to survival. So I've been collecting this data since the 70s. Since the first time we had to run away from the scary men. Because men are scary. Some men are, most men are scary. Hold on a second. Can I call you back? I'm doing a live. Are you all right? You're all right. Okay. It'll be about soon. I've been going about 29 minutes. All right. I'm doing a live. I've been just blabbing on the internet. All right. Bye. All right. Okay. So. I don't remember what I was talking about. I was talking about Videmus. And it's also the historical the motto also titles historical accounts of the unit, such as Videmus Omnia, 8 years at the front. They make up stories and then they put them in Hollywood. Here it is. There's a clear picture of it, Videmus Omnia. That's the badge that I have. Like, people are like, ooh, the Doomsday Plate. And I'm like, I've been on it. And they're like, They think I'm lying. So I was 2A652. 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 It's a funny title. Look. 2A652. What is AFSC 2A652? Rolled. Aerospace Ground Equipment Journeyman. So if you shorten that up, I was an age journeyman. You know how they're talking about we're living in a new age? Oh, boy, do I put a twist on stuff. No. Equipment handled, generators, air compressors, hydraulic test stands, heating and air conditioning units, bomb lifts, like the MJ-1B, and lighting systems. These are all things that we fixed and maintained on a daily basis. So look at all the useful information I have to teach other people on how to take care of themselves during the age of the apocalypse, the end of the time as it was programmed. See, my bloodline, mom's Spanish and indigenous to the United States, Turtle Island, and before it was called that. My father's bloodline, they're the white colonial lizard people that take your stuff and make it theirs, and they cheat and steal and lie and do all that stuff in fraternities and stack the deck and make sure all their friends are taken care of before everybody has a little bit. And they're related to this dude named, I'm related to this dude named, he wrote a book about fishing. His name is Isaac Walton. Now, the people the thing that people don't comprehend, they don't grasp the things that I talk about. They just don't get it. They don't get that this book, the first copy of this book, here it is right here. I actually bought a copy, so I had to buy my legacy copy on Amazon. That's how blacklisted by the family I am. Okay, so this book was initially written in 1653. So 400 years ago, this book was put in a press and they printed it up and they distributed it. Do you know what kind of standing you have to be in society to go to the printing press in the 1600s? Like, you have to be somebody. So it's just so funny that I come from a line of all these people that designate they're somebody. And then I come along and then they say, we're all somebody, but you're in the bloodline and you're nobody. So they shoot themselves in the foot. What we should just all get to the point is everybody's nobody. How's that? Everybody's nobody. Everybody's nobody. Treat everybody like they're nobody, and then nobody gets too big for their britches and has to, use military resources to fly from Omaha to Andrews Air Force Base on a somewhat weekly basis for their rounds of golf with their buddies that fly in from bases all know. The military is basically just a Ponzi scheme, so the privileged can travel at their leisure without having to deal with airports like the mundane. It's quite easy to see. Now that's the system that's failing. Think about all that we can do once the system gets rebuilt and everybody gets a little bit. I'm already trying to talk universal income under the guides of my app with the city. I just don't know how I know. Isn't that crazy? I have a huge Adam's apple. You know why? Because they freaking made me they transgendered me without my permission or my mom's permission when my mom was pregnant with me. I can't help it. I got a huge, I'm like a man with boobs and I'm not a man. That's why men hate me, because I hold the masculine energy and I take care of my mom, and they don't take care of nobody but themselves. Like, I'm a bigger man than all these men. They got penis envy with me, and I don't even have one, because they're mad that I got bigger stones than they do, and I'm a chick, so they resist. Other people told me that's how it is. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I'll take it on. I'll take that on as my that makes reality, because I'm 5'3", 5'4". I'm short. And I go to the grocery store, and little tiny dudes like to get up in my freaking space because I got muscles. I got big ass. I'm an old lady, man. How freaking bitchy do you think these little bitches feel standing next to me? I got freaking 15-inch biceps. I just did 4 sets of 111 with my 20-pound dumbbells before I even drank my coffee this morning. So yeah, I got an Adam's apple. I got a lot of man energy in me. I'm a woman, so at least I know how to treat a lady. Most men don't. That's why they're mad at me, because they see how their girlfriends are looking at me, wanting me to go home with them, because he ain't done it for them in years. They don't get it. I am not like that. I've been celibate 10 years. I'm not like that. So, 1 in 5 need a little blue pill to be a man now. So come at me with my Adam's apple. Come at me with that shit. Go ahead. Come at me double barrels. I draw fire. I take it all day, every day. And then I'll wake up, Mom, I'll get a hug, and we'll go to the bathroom, and I'll wipe her ass. So, come at me with that. Fucking... Dude, I'm like the biggest troll on planet Earth. I'm blocked from Robert Phoenix on 3 platforms. I'm blocked from like so many people just because I call it as I see it. And they're like, shit, I gotta block this bitch because I don't want my public to see things how she sees it, because they very well could agree. The roid rage, they're so mad because they're not real. They're just as real men as I am. And I never wanted to, like, well, I was going to have top surgery. I was, to full disclosure. Yeah. I got braces instead. It was $4,000. It was going to be $4,000 to get top surgery. Because I wear men's shirts. I wear bow ties. I dress like a dude. Only I dress better because, like, all my pants, I roll them up to my knees. And then I wear really fun socks. I'm a clown. I dress like a clown because I am a clown. And people that don't like to be clown, they see me come around and they frown. Because they don't want the world to see them. It's just my role in life. Mostly I keep to myself. I don't really bother people. Sometimes people come on my radar and I just like to... Let's just see what happens if I do this. You got to be careful though, because there's a lot of people that are really crazy, and they're tuning back in more towards, because so many people are dying. Like we're in the survival of the fittest right now. There's so many people that are crossing over. And that's like a lot of spirits, and then so the sensitives are tuning into, all these, like, go watch these ghost town movies, these old movies I watch where you're always communicating with, other entities. Always. They're always around. People just ignore. And then they I guess, how, I don't know, in IT world, old hard drives to scatter their brain. They do the same thing with people's brains with electric shock therapy. They put a hard drive in a degausser, and it zaps it, and then it wipes it clear. Yeah, I tried though. I tried, but I'm not good at it. And then you could reformat the hard drive and reestablish it, and it doesn't have any memory of what the data that was on it before it got degaussed. And we're living in a cycle of that. Human beings are like die, rinse, repeat. I keep telling Mom, whenever you decide to go, Mom, I'm gonna miss you till I take my last breath. Do not go to the light. I'm like trying to train her. Don't go to the light, Mom. Go right. Go left. Don't go back into the... You're too precious for this dear, sweet earth, Mom. You're just too good for this earth. You know, Mom's going to be a star. I think when people earn their place in this life and they live stories so miraculous, they get their star and they get to be part of a constellation in the sky that tells the same stories that Zeus told and Perseus and all of these gods that we act out every day. Like, how many people shouldn't have kids on certain days because they if you're born at that time, you'll have the propensity to be like that star constellation where they end their kids, like Mars. Wait, yeah, so I get them all mixed up. I talk about them before. When I'm more intentional, you know, you're less scattered. But like, there's gods that kill their kids because they don't want their kids to be better than them. And my dad is Aries, first deacon, and he threw me away just like that God did. So we act out storylines based on our desires and our potentials and our free will, and that's why society is collapsing now, because so many people just want to do stuff that feels good and it leads to no place good. You got to discipline yourself. You got to withhold those earthly desires to get to the next level. So that's how I see it, and I'll probably be on several times because I'm I don't know, unless me and Mom go up into the woods someplace, that might be kind of fun too. Who knows what the day holds?